Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Just have a look at these. Aren't these cute? And these are also very fun to make. Now what these are altered clothing tags, the ones that we get when we purchase clothes. So these are like ready-made tags, but they have obviously got some kind of text and brand names and stuff on them. So you could just alter them and use them in junk journals. Now it's a really fun and easy project to do, and sort of just gives your creativity an opening, to just grow. And what I really like about this project is you can just play around doing it in so many different ways. But before we begin, there are just a couple of different things to keep in mind when you are altering clothing tags. Like, for example, the different types of clothing tags. Now, this is quite thick, as you can see. It's like very hard. Okay, then you have some that are very thin, like very flimsy, these kind, right? And then you have some that are transparent. The whole thing was transparent. Of course, I've decorated it so you can't really see how this looks. It was like this, you can see there. Now what I did was just I peeled the label off, and maybe you could just wash it with warm water or soap, and it gives you a clean piece of the tag. And this is sort of like acetate perhaps, and then you can play around with this. So there are different kinds of tags with varying thickness and sizes and stuff, so you could just go about and you'll figure out what kind you like as you're working with them. Now the other thing is, when you are decorating your tags, there are a few things to keep in mind, like is there any design on the tags already, and do you want to incorporate that design and just keep the design intact that comes with the tag. Like for this one, you can see it already had this orange and blue border. So while decorating, I just added this orange flower, so it sort of coordinated with the orange border on this side. And then you have this one. It already had this thin border around, and I didn't want to get rid of it, so I just covered the text area. But for tags that don't have any design elements, or you don't like the design, you could just go ahead and cover it up entirely, like I've done for this tag. This one too, this is another of those hard tags, and I've used different elements like a fabric piece here, some book page, a lace, and a book page flower here. So there are just so many different ways you could decorate these tags. Another thing is, your tag could just be a decorative element in your journal, so it could just sit there in the journal and just add to the aesthetics of your journal. But you could also use them for writing. Now this you can't really write on it, because on both sides it just had text over it, and I didn't want to cover up the border around it. So what I just did was I glued this floral image right at the middle, and this could just be just a nice addition to your journal for just some interest. And even this one, you can't really write on it, but it could just be a nice decorative touch. But then there is this one where I have covered the back with this is blue dyed paper that I dyed using fabric dyes, and you could of course write at the back of it. And another fun thing about this particular tag is I just showed you the orange and blue borders, right? And if you look closer, this particular page has some orange specks, little dots. You when you're mixing colors and you're dyeing papers, these sort of things happen. And it was just such a pretty coincidence, and I was so happy about it that I got a piece of paper that had like orange dots on it already, so it sort of corresponded to the piece that I was making. Then you have this one here. This I have just covered it with plain lemon yellow dyed paper. Then on this one I have covered it using craft paper. So it's all up to you. Do you want to give additional writing space to whoever gets your journal, or it's if it's you're making for yourself, then you just want to think, do I want additional writing space, or do I just want to keep this as a decorative piece? I really like this one. That is such a beautiful wasp. Then at the back you have this piece of craft paper that I have glued on. So I just thought, why not make one on camera, right? So let's just put all of these aside, and let's do this one. Right now, for doing your decorations, you could of course go to town with it, just play around with whatever you have. I just chose this image. This is from a magazine, but you could use fabrics and laces like this, or any scrapbook paper. This is a great project for using up your scraps, things that you don't know what to do because they are like too small and they are just sitting on your desk, offcuts and stuff like that. So you could just play around with whatever you have. So let's just do this one on camera. So I like this piece, this image, because it sort of goes with the design of the tag. The tag already has this yellow circle around, so I just thought, let's not cover that up and maybe bring that into our design. So I would have liked if I had got the whole the sentiment. It was nice, colors of nature, but that's fine. Maybe I could just go with colors. So let's just cut that piece off and we'll see. So you have that. Okay, that is fine. So maybe I could just keep it in line with what's the way it was already. So I could just tear it like that, maybe a little more. This is fine. So let's first just glue that down, but I don't really like the edge now that I've done it. And that's the good thing about design. It keeps changing. Your it sort of develops with you. The more you work on a project, your tastes and your likes and dislikes, your sensibilities, they sort of develop with the project. Okay, so far I like how this looks, but I'm not liking, maybe we could have something over there. Let's first cover the back. Maybe we could just cut that off entirely. I'm not doing any tearing business for the back of this tag, and I haven't cut it straight. So there you go. This is fine now, so let's just glue that down. I think I've shortened it a little too much. You can still see something of the letters, but that's not a big problem. We can always cover that up. Now for the bottom, maybe we could just add maybe this lace. Maybe this looks nice here, where I had cut it short. Maybe those letters can be hidden like this. Let's just do that. It's still quite wet. Obviously, had to keep that in mind. Right, so we'll just turn that around and work on this side of the tag. Now for this one, I just have this lace, really lovely golden lace. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, I like how this looks. So maybe we could just cut that off and glue this down like this, just keeping the design, these two little circles in the center. There you go. Again, hurrying myself to, oops, okay, cut the excess off. Right, I think that looks nice. Now we will just have to add you know, what do you call, a ribbon or a cord or a twine or something, you know, as the tag topper. Maybe we could just use this gold twine. It's not twine, I don't know what you call it, but yeah, this thing, string, whatever this is called. So there you go, that is our altered clothing tag. So I'll just show all of these once more. Now this one already has plain backing, so you could write at the back of it. That's the reason why I didn't cover the back of this tag. I've already shown this one. I just really like this one too. It has this very delicate, beautiful butterfly sticker at the bottom. I've shown this one too. This is similar to what we just saw. Then on this one I just used a book page, then a paper flower, and then this is some kind of a net fabric, and then some lace, the wasp one, and then this with bits and pieces of fabric and book pages, and then this one with a butterfly sticker, some burlap, and a book page flower. Here is a piece of map, and then this is the one we just made. I hope you liked the video and it was inspiring to you all in some way. Take care until we meet again in my next video. Bye.